Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'd like to welcome Dr. Charles Kessler, who's joining us today. He is the pastor of North Island Baptist Church. Dr. Kessler, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, as a pastor of the church, why don't we begin with you telling us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I can do that. In August, we will commemorate 45 years of being ordained as a Southern Baptist minister.
Wow.
All that means is I'm an old guy. I could tell you I have 5 earned degrees, 1 doctoral degree, but all that means is I like education, I like research, I like to do those kind of things. Professionally, I served a couple of churches in Georgia after graduating from seminary, and then 28 years as a chaplain in the United States Navy.
Okay.
So 20 with the Marine Corps. So a lot of military experience goes
Yeah.
on with that. But I think really professionally for me, who I am is a person called of God to preach God's word and gifted by God to do that. People have told me a gift for preach, and that's what I really enjoy doing. I try to do that. I try to proclaim God's truth out of God's word. I don't use a whole lot of conventional wisdom or social norm kind of stuff that dilutes that word. I just proclaim God's truth for God's people, and that's what I try to accomplish. And that's really who I am.
It's wonderful. And so, what do you think is unique about the North Island Baptist Church?
Well, North Island is a conservative Southern Baptist church. That's just who we are. It's a Baptist church. We don't apologize for that. And we've got a conservative theology to that. And some people like that, some people don't, but that's who we are as well. But I think the real difference, the uniqueness is that we have a traditional worship service, and that's just who we are as well. Now, some churches have gone to a contemporary service, and that's wonderful. We have a son that's a minister of music, and he's got 2 services. One of them is a contemporary service, and meets a lot of needs. That's a good thing. But North Island has maintained more of a traditional worship style.
And so when you say it offers a more traditional style of worship, since music is obviously a primary part of your service, tell us a little bit about the music.
Well, music may be the highlight of all that. You know, contemporary churches use kind of contemporary Christian music, and that's wonderful. It meets the needs of a lot of people. We have hymns we sing out of a hymn book, and that's what we try to accomplish. It's very familiar for people, and I think people like that.
Yeah.
Music may be the highlight of what our church is trying to do, preaching notwithstanding. We've got a gentleman that leads our congregational singing, booming bass voice. He sings solos. He and his wife sing duets. It's a wonderful thing. He's a great asset. We also got a pianist that I would argue is probably the finest pianist in the state. Now,
Wow.
I know that's a stretch, but you're speaking of an individual who has a son who has a master's degree in church music, piano performance degree. I kind of have an ear for that, so it's kind of an educated statement.
So we're going to go with your ear.
That's fine, but I would just invite people to come listen to him because he is quite phenomenal and a real asset for our church.
Yeah, oh, I bet. So are there any final things people need to know about the church?
Well, the church is a small church. We don't have 2 or 3 services. We don't have 1,000 people coming to church. It's a small church, but it's a warm, loving, wonderful place to be. The reality is that we've changed the church. We've remodeled the church after a flood and one of the hurricanes. It's a beautiful place to be, beautiful sanctuary that we have, and it's just a great place to come worship. Now, we've tried to help the community understand that. We have some advertisements there on WHHI now.
Right.
I do a couple of vignettes, little 2-minute vignettes. There's 3 of them that are going to run in the next 3 months. It's all a means of trying to help the people understand what the congregation is, who I am. And if you like that kind of style and that kind of place, come join us.
Open doors.
Open doors. That's the real it.
So if you have viewers that are going, I'd just at least like to see it or hear that phenomenal piano player, pianist, where is the North Island Baptist Church? What are the the times?
That's an important place, important thing to know. We're at 3800 Main Street.
Okay.
So easy thing is, it's the very end of the west side of Main Street where you turn to go down to Hilton Head High School, about a block off that. So a block back from that, 3800 Main Street. And we have adult Christian education at 9:30 and a worship service at 10:30. On the advertisement, I say it's a traditional service at a non-traditional hour. So not the 11 o'clock hour, and visitors sometimes come in at 10 to 11, just in time for the offering and the sermon. So we meet at 10:30 for our worship service.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much,
It's been my
Dr.
pleasure.
Kessler,
Thanks
for stopping by.
Indeed.
Good information, and it's a wonderful thing for people to know that they're welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. And we thank you so much for joining us on today's Talk of the Town.